Zebra and reindeer survival battle in the Amazon forest. Imagine a world where zebras and reindeer face off in a battle for survival. Sounds impossible. Well, buckle up because we're about to take you on a wild ride through the Amazon forest. In the heart of this lush, mysterious woodland, an unlikely encounter is about to unfold. Two species, separated by continents and climates, find themselves locked in a struggle for dominance. On one side, we have the iconic black and white stripes of the African savanna. On the other, the majestic antlers of the Arctic tundra. It's a clash of ecosystems, a collision of adaptations, and a testament to the unpredictable nature of our planet's ever-changing landscapes. As we delve deeper into this extraordinary scenario, we'll explore the unique characteristics that make zebras such fascinating creatures. These equine marvels, with their distinctive coat patterns, have long captured the imagination of humans and confounded predators alike. But how would their savanna-honed skills fare in the dense undergrowth of the Amazon? Zebras, despite their seemingly flashy appearance, are masters of camouflage. Their bold stripes serve a dual purpose. Not only do they help regulate body temperature in the scorching African heat, but they also create an optical illusion that can confuse potential predators. When a herd of zebras moves together, their stripes blend into a dizzying pattern that makes it difficult for a predator to single out an individual target. But in the shadowy depths of the Amazon, will this adaptation prove as effective? These striped equids are also known for their impressive stamina and speed. In their native habitat, they can outrun many predators, reaching speeds of up to 40 miles per hour. Their powerful legs and sturdy hooves are perfectly adapted for traversing open plains and rocky terrain. However, the dense vegetation and uneven forest floor of the Amazon present a new challenge. Will the zebras be able to navigate this unfamiliar landscape with the same agility? Another key survival trait of zebras is their highly social nature. In the wild, they form close-knit family groups and larger herds, providing safety in numbers and a collective defense against threats. Their sharp senses and distinctive vocalizations allow them to communicate danger quickly across the herd. But in the confines of the Amazon, with its limited visibility and echoing soundscape, how will these social dynamics play out? Now, let's turn our attention to the reindeer, the unexpected contenders in this survival showdown. These hardy creatures are no strangers to challenging environments, having evolved to thrive in some of the harshest conditions on Earth. Their thick fur coats and specialized hooves make them well-equipped for cold climates and snowy terrain. But how will these adaptations serve them in the humid tropical setting of the Amazon? Reindeer possess an incredible ability to conserve energy, a trait that has allowed them to survive long Arctic winters with limited food resources. Their large, flat hooves act like natural snowshoes, enabling them to traverse deep snow and icy surfaces with ease. In the Amazon, these same hooves might provide an unexpected advantage, helping them navigate through muddy, waterlogged areas of the forest floor. One of the reindeer's most distinctive features is their impressive antlers. In their natural habitat, these antlers serve multiple purposes, from defense against predators to competing for mates. In the dense foliage of the Amazon, however, these majestic headpieces could become more of a hindrance than a help. Will the reindeer be able to move swiftly through the undergrowth without getting tangled? Like zebras, reindeer are also social animals, often forming large herds for protection and efficient foraging. Their keen sense of smell allows them to locate food sources buried beneath snow, a skill that could prove useful in sniffing out edible plants in the unfamiliar Amazon ecosystem. But will their herd mentality be as effective in the close quarters of the forest as it is on the open tundra? As we set the stage for this unlikely confrontation, it's important to consider the Amazon forest itself. This fictional setting combines elements of various tropical rainforests, creating a unique and challenging environment for both species. The dense canopy overhead limits visibility, while the humid air and constant rainfall create a world vastly different from either the African savanna or the Arctic tundra. The forest floor is a complex maze of roots, vines, and fallen trees. Streams and small rivers crisscross the landscape, creating natural barriers and potential water sources. The air is thick with the calls of exotic birds and the buzz of insects. A cacophony that could easily mask the approach of a predator or a rival. In this alien environment, both zebras and reindeer will need to rely on their instincts and adaptability to survive. The zebra's speed and agility might give them an edge in quick escapes, but the reindeer's endurance and energy conservation could prove crucial in the long run. The zebra's stripes, so effective on the open plains, might actually make them stand out in the dappled light of the forest. Meanwhile, the reindeer's more muted coloring could provide better camouflage among the shadows and foliage. As these two species encounter each other in the Amazon, we can only imagine the initial shock and confusion. Neither would have ever seen anything like the other before. The zebras, with their bold stripes and horse-like appearance, might seem like bizarre, otherworldly creatures to the reindeer. Conversely, the reindeer's impressive antlers and stocky build could appear equally alien to the zebras. The first interactions between these species would likely be cautious and filled with tension. Both zebras and reindeer are prey animals in their native habitats, so their initial instinct might be to flee from each other. However, as they realize that neither poses an immediate threat, curiosity might take over. We might witness tentative approaches, careful sniffing, and perhaps even attempts at communication through body language. As time passes and the reality of their situation sets in, both species will need to adapt their behaviors to survive in this new environment. The zebras might learn to use the forest's vegetation for cover, adapting their grazing habits to the available plant life. The reindeer, accustomed to foraging for lichen and moss, would need to discover new food sources among the tropical flora. Water could become a point of contention between the two species. Zebras are adapted to conserve water and can go for long periods without drinking, but they require regular access to water sources. Reindeer, on the other hand, are skilled at finding water in frozen environments and might have an easier time locating and accessing. Water in the Amazon's numerous streams and rivers. As the days turn into weeks, we might see interesting dynamics develop between the two species. Would they form an unlikely alliance, each benefiting from the other's unique skills and adaptations? Or would competition for resources drive them into conflict? Perhaps we'd witness a mixture of both, cooperation in some areas and rivalry in others. The zebra's herd mentality and the reindeer's natural caution could combine to create a formidable defense. Against any predators that might inhabit the Amazon, the zebra's sharp eyesight and the reindeer's keen sense of smell could complement each other, allowing the combined group to detect threats from all directions. However, differences in social structure and behavior could also lead to tensions. Zebras have a hierarchical society with clear leaders, while reindeer herds tend to be more egalitarian. These contrasting social dynamics could result in power struggles and disagreements over decision-making within the mixed group. As this extraordinary scenario unfolds, we're reminded of the incredible adaptability of nature. While a real-life encounter between zebras and reindeer in a tropical forest is beyond improbable, this thought experiment highlights the remarkable ways in which animals can adapt to new environments and challenges. In the end, the true winner of this survival battle might not be either the zebras or the reindeer, but rather the spirit of adaptation itself. It's a testament to the resilience of life and the endless possibilities that arise when we push the boundaries of our imagination. So, the next time you look at a zebra's stripes or admire a reindeer's antlers, take a moment to appreciate the millions of years of evolution that have shaped these magnificent creatures. And perhaps, let your mind wander to the fantastical scenarios that could unfold if the natural order were turned on its head. After all, in the realm of imagination, even zebras and reindeer can find themselves locked in an epic battle for survival in the heart of a tropical forest.